Hello, it is World Wide Web Wednesday, February 12th, 2020. Steve Sipress here. And this is sort of an add-on to yesterday's Topical Tuesday topic about the election season here in the U.S. And seeing the results come in, it reminded me of something real important. And I think I've discussed it before, but it's so important I'm going to discuss it again if I had. And if I hadn't, it's important that I discuss it for the first time here. It is all about testing. And what do I mean by testing? I mean, for instance, say you're thinking of coming out with a new product or service, and you want to find out if it will sell, if people have an interest in it. Well, most people will survey their list, send out email, post something on social media, put something on their website, possibly even do some Google AdWords or Facebook ads and asking, hey, I've seen so many social media posts like this. Hey, if I come out with a course on this, who would be interested? Boom, 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 boom. Post your comment below. And then they get 165 people going like, yeah, that sounds great, sounds great, sounds great. I want it, I want it. And then the mistake this person makes, having made that mistake of surveying people about a product, a new possible product or service, is then they'll get to work creating it, and they'll spend hours and hours and weeks and months and time and money and effort putting together whatever the product or service, course, training, program, physical product, whatever it is that people had expressed interest in. And then they'll launch it and say, hey, you were all interested in it. Here it is. And then crickets. And I was going through this recently with a client, now that I think about it, who has been talking about, well, everyone says they want this, and my people tell me they want this, and my advisors tell me that I should offer this, and so let's do it. And that, or doing any of the above that I have just mentioned, is the absolute wrong way of testing interest in a proposed new product or service. And so I was reminded of this watching the election results. As the election results came in, suddenly all the polls really don't matter anymore, right? So for months and months and months, we've been told the ridiculous concept that Joe Biden was the leading candidate for the Democrats. And then you had this whole absurd impeachment fiasco all about supposedly Joe Biden was such a dangerous candidate to Donald Trump that he bribed the officials of Ukraine to investigate him and uncover how corrupt he is and blah, 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 as if everyone doesn't know that every president and vice president and every political leader is massively corrupt. And of course it's there if you look for it, but I digress. I laughed at the whole concept that Adam Schiff and his buddies were saying over and over that like Trump did this because of Biden. Like nobody cares about a decrepit old has-been, good guy, I'm sure. And possibly, I'm hopefully, unless I get in some accident, I'm going to reach a point in my life where my mind starts to go and I babble incoherently and, I'm a gaffmatic machine, although he's been a gaff machine his whole life. So now it's just really pronounced. And, I can't imagine anyone looking at that guy and having confidence in him being the leader of the country. I mean, he can't even handle himself on the campaign trail. It's a 4-year term. Like, think about what he's going to be like 4 years from now. Man, I'm even thinking, I'm no doctor, but I'm thinking months from now or a year from now or something, there's going to be some news that Biden is, kind of lost his faculties there. But anyway, and so you see that all the polls go out the window, and suddenly there's actual results. And even though they're practically silly, 2 states, really 1 state and 1 botched state, and immediately have candidates dropping out. So here they have been spending time and money, months, traipsing all around Iowa and barnstorming and the state fair and, eating Iowa food and shaking the hands and pressing the flash and all their staff making phone calls and printing signs and giving speeches and buying ads and doing whatever. And then suddenly, instantly, You have voting results, and bang, I'm out, I'm out, I'm out. Biden suddenly is in fourth or fifth place or something. He's about to be out, and Warren is suddenly down there, and she's about to be out. And you have real results now instead of just polling. And it reminded me of all the mistaken ways that people poll or get a survey when they are also business owners looking to put out a new product or service or raise prices, lower prices, or move or do anything they're looking to do, and they look for feedback when people don't have skin in the game. Okay, so the all the means I talked about, putting posts on social media or sending out emails or just asking people, hey, what do you think if, and what do you think, and who, would you, if, what, and no matter what they say, it's as meaningless as what people say on a phone call and a poll. What really matters is when they actually vote. And the way people vote in business, they vote with their pocketbook. They either buy or they don't. So you don't just say, I'm thinking of doing blah, 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 who would be interested, and get 165 people to go, yeah, and then waste all your time, money, and effort putting that thing together. You simply sell it. You simply offer it. So instead of that post saying, I'm thinking of doing this, you go, hey, I've got a new course on how to do X. It's only X dollars, and who wants it? Here's the link to the order form. I'm going to tell you right now that with that post, you would not get the 165 people, certainly not the same 165, going to that order form and actually voting with their pocketbook and plunking down some cash, whether it's $1, $5, $20, $1,000. It's so easy to go, oh, yeah, sure, I'd be interested. If you put that event together, if you put that program together, if you create that product, sure. But when it comes down to like, oh, would I actually buy it? Oh, well, you see, I can't make it that day, or I don't really need that yet, or I have something like it, or it's not exactly, but all the excuses come out, and you get the real results of your survey, of your poll, of your test of whether or not people will buy it. You offer it. And then, and here's the advanced strategy, the key to the whole thing is, once those orders come in, then you spend the time, money, and effort to create the product, the service, the software, the event, whatever it is. First, you get people to buy. So let's say it's an event. Let's say you are a musician. You have a rock band, and you're thinking of holding a concert. You don't just say, hey, I'm thinking of having a concert. If I come to your town, say here in Phoenix, Arizona, I'm thinking of coming to Phoenix sometime in the summer. Who there would want to see me in concert? Oh, you get 10,000 people say sure in 2 seconds, right? But then if you instead just put up an order form page and say, hey, here are tickets, or put them on Ticketmaster or however it works, here are the tickets for the concert, here's the date, the time, and the price of the tickets, buy them now, boom. And if enough people buy the tickets, then you book a venue and you hire the security and you start rehearsing and you get your road team together and you go do the event. If not, you simply say, hey, wasn't enough interest in the event, and so we're refunding your money. Boom. And you give everyone's money back. Or you say the same with a product, service, an event, anything at all. You just say, hey, there actually wasn't enough interest. We're not going to create that product. There weren't enough people actually interested. So I could go on and on with examples, but I hope you get my point. Just like in the election season here in the U.S., where we're seeing in the primaries for months and months and months and months, all we've been hearing is so-and-so is in a debate. Oh, there's 20 people in the debate. There's 10 people. There's 15. There's 5. There's 7. Boom. Oh, yeah, I've got an idea for this, and I've got that, and I'm going on this show, and I'm doing this interview, and I'm doing this round. And we've been told we're following all these people. And then the very first election results come out. And before they even came out, people are dropping out of the race based on whatever, I don't know, they heard during the day, or they just knew, that's it, I'm out, because they're in 7th or 8th place or whatever, getting 2%, 3%, whatever, no matter how great a person you are, how great the ideas were and how many people are rabidly following you and loving you. If you don't get the votes, none of that poll matters, none of the crowds matter, nothing matters, but people actually voting. And in the elections, it's with a vote, and in business, it's with their pocketbook, period. I hope that you pay attention to this tip and you follow it. It'll save you a ton of time, money, effort, and frustration over thinking you got all this interest in your new whatever you're proposing to do, but it's fake interest. Don't survey people with a survey. Survey people with an offer and an order form and a means to buy. And enough people buy, believe me, you'll be totally motivated. You would create that new course, program, product, event, whatever it is, like that. Oh man, I got 500 people ordering this thing for $1,000 each. Holy, believe me, you'll be motivated to create that thing and get it done as soon as possible, right? But don't just survey people and ask. I've seen too many people fall for that and then get totally frustrated. They put everything together and then they go back to those people and they go, you asked for it, here it is. Oh, not really. Oh, but I'm not. Oh, big mistake, okay? Take a real survey, make an offer. That's it. Anyone's opinions or what they think they would do not matter, just like they don't matter with polling. All that matters, or crowds, or speeches, or debates, all that matters is the votes. In business, all that matters is the order. And that'll do it for World Wide Web Wednesday. I will be back tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. Thanks for being here live and watching on the replay. Thanks for those likes I saw come through, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Over and out. Bye-bye.